This time of year, I talk to business owners who sometimes have neglected keeping up with their bookkeeping for one reason or another. It could be that they had a bookkeeper that worked for them who left and they just didn't have a backup plan to deal with that loss. It could be that they had a bad experience with a prior bookkeeper and they just decided, you know what, I'm just going to do it myself. It's not worth spending the money on it. And then inevitably they don't deal with it because let's be honest, as business owners, most of us didn't go into business ownership or entrepreneurship because we wanted to keep up with spreadsheets and run payroll and process vendor payments and things like that. What happens when business owners neglect their finances there's a couple of things that can happen. One, it can have a big impact on your taxes. When revenues and expenses are not tracked properly, we can wind up over-reporting or under-reporting our profit. And when we do that, we can end up paying more tax than we should or paying less tax than we should. A lot of times I see business owners who run personal expenses through company credit cards, and that can have a tax impact on a number of different fronts. But the second area where this creates problems when business owners try to manage their own finances, they end up not keeping up with it well, is it makes it much harder to plan for the future. When you are not keeping up with QuickBooks or whatever accounting software you're using, and you don't know from month to month or week to week how your cash flows are trending, how your profit is trending, and all you really know is how much money do I have in the bank at that point in time. It makes it really hard to plan for the future. It makes it hard to plan for, hiring decisions or expansion decisions. It makes it hard to know if we're managing our expenses effectively or if we're overspending. It makes it hard to know how our profit margins are trending. Are we going in the right direction? Are we going in the wrong direction? Do we need to make significant adjustments to the way we're operating our business? And so my encouragement to business owners who find themselves in that situation is don't put it off. Yes, there's a cost associated with cleanup. And sometimes I think what holds business owners back is there's a certain amount of shame or a certain amount of guilt associated with not knowing what your finances really look like. As business owners, we want to have all of the answers. We want to be able to lead our companies well and maximize our impact. And when we don't truly understand our finances, it could be easy to feel like I'm doing something wrong. I'm failing in some way. But don't let pride, don't let shame, don't let fear hold you back from making the decisions that you need to make to put your organization in a better situation to have greater impact. I promise the short-term cost of cleaning up your books and getting things in order, getting things on the right track is not nearly as much as the long-term cost of ignoring the problems. So I hope that's helpful. If you need help, if you find yourself in that situation where you know something's not right, you've been neglecting it, you've been ignoring it, send me a message. I'd love to connect with you and talk about how we can assist.